Welcome to the Zydex build stream for the winter season. My name is Winter, and I'm going to be building a pretty big Threadripper PC for you guys today. And I'll give you all the details. This thing is... Huh? Oh. Gotta get a little closer. So, welcome all. And... how many boxes? How's everyone doing today? Apparently, they did not give me any tools. Nice. So what's everyone doing today? Anything fun? Welcome, welcome all. So, got one hell of a system today. Right? Oh, man. Got Threadripper, 8 terabits of hard drive space on Western Digital Blacks. Oh, God. 124? Bring back the plague. Oh. As a Warhammer player, I approve. All hell Papa Nurgle, right? Dude, just look at that. Holy crap. Nice. What band are you part of? I do not know. I got another guy coming in soon. I'll ask him, and if I can't get an answer, I'll get back to you. I'll have the next streamer get back to you on that. Welcome, welcome. Nice. Ugh, having a hell of a time getting this thing out. There we go. Oh, God, I just size of this thing. Holy crap. Oh, yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Now, fun thing about Threadripper, for those who don't know, it has torque specs. You gotta torque this down to a certain amount of inches per pound, or pounds per inch, I think. Yeah, I think they use inches per pound. And you have to do it in a specific order as well. Also, welcome. Welcome. There we go. So, just want to mention a few things. We are having a Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. Doing a stream on Black Friday. We got some special sales going on. You can save upwards of $500 on custom PCs and ready to ship as well. And then we got deals running all month long, so make sure to check out the website. But you do gotta visit Zydax.com/Black Friday for full details. We're also going to be doing a giveaway, so keep in tune for that. And then you can find that information on the website as well. What's up, Field? How you doing today? For all the newcomers, my name is Winter. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. We got a hell of a system for you today, that's for sure. All right. Got the motherboard, all that good stuff, nice and in. Woo! She is not the lightest one. So, anyone here a fan of Lean Lee? Because Build's gonna have full lean leaf fans. Got the nice spinny, all the glowy stuff. You know, everyone loves that. Ooh, so sorry about that, crowd. So we got a custom build today. We have the Triton Black AMD Threadripper 9960, 24 core processor, 360 AIO, a ASRock TRX 50WS for the motherboard. We have 1300 watt power supply, so hell of a power supply. NVIDIA 580 RTX. We got a bunch of lean leaf fans for you, so all nice and fancy. And we also got some custom sleeving. So we got this nice, beautiful red sleeving. Go with this black, this dark build. So it gives you a nice little contrast and everything. Makes it look, you know. And then this thing only weighs half a ton. So if you hear me grunting and groaning, yeah, it's rough. So many side panels. So cool thing about these lean leaves, they got one screw holding on each glass as well as all the clips and stuff, so you know it's not going to fall out. Like, yeah, one screw doesn't sound like that much, but it really does hold on well. And no matter how good you are, best practice, always make sure to put your screws back because they get lost way too easy. Not gonna lie, every time I take that back panel off, I always clench just a little bit because it scares the crap out of me. It's thin enough metal, so it holds so it's flexible. It's not gonna break, but it always scares me just a little. And not me forgetting all of my tools. We got GeForce RTX 5080 PNY for you today to go with the Ryzen. Or not the Ryzen, the Threadripper, sorry. So many parts. The hell of a case, hell of a build. A little bit bigger than I think is normally on stream. Let's see if I can get this done. Where are y'all chiming in from? See a couple people from Cali. Welcome, welcome, everyone. For all those newcomers, my name's Winter. Like the season? Speaking of the season of winter, just remember we got Black Friday sales going on all month long. You can save upwards of $500. And then tune in. We got Black Friday and Cyber Monday streams with giveaways, tons of prizes. So just keep an eye out for that. You can go to zydex.com/Black Friday for full details on the giveaways. All right. You know, gotta do the marketing spiel and everything. So I got all of the. Oops, got one more. So one of the good things about this case, it is ginormous, and it is a pain to kind of work in. So all of your fan mounts, top, back, like the only place where a fan goes that doesn't come out is the very back. I do know we do international shipping, but you would have to go to the website for the details for the giveaway. And just one more review of this beautiful board and this Threadripper. Whew. Not the lightest motherboard by far. Definitely a beast. All right, folks, I am going to be back here in like 3 seconds. I just got to go grab some tools, so give me just a couple seconds. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Just had to go get the drill. Just remember, whenever using the drills, always set the torque or the clutch really low. Set it too high, you can strip your screws, break your threads. No one wants that. When in doubt, always do it by hand, but I built quite a few of these. And I see we got quite a few people that just joined. Welcome to the stream. My name is Winter. Welcome, welcome everyone. All right, we got the motherboard in. Lift this guy up. Also, if anyone's interested in this case, one of the recommendations, take out all your panels that you can. It makes it a lot easier to build in. And then never put this on the front or the back. Well, especially the back. It's got some clips. You can't damage them. And this motherboard, you can actually flip so it's upside down and have it, instead of a right hand, it's a left hand. So it's actually really cool. And you got all of this space. You got quick slot. You can't see it too well. You got some quick swap bays for hard drives and SSDs. They lock in there. Great motherboard. Luckily today it's all M.2, so we don't need to worry about that. And it's just got tons of, like, it's a little bit cramped. It's like a little bit cramped for if you got a lot of cables, but you got dedicated space and you got lots of tie downs. So if you are doing a big build, like, this is a great case for it. Great case to practice your cable management too. And it's got access ports all over the place. So you got access to really great options for cable management. Like right now, it kind of looks a little sloppy, yeah, but I'll pull it back, make it look all good for you guys. Wow, really? Yeah. Like, we only got one USB 2 plug in, so I'll actually have to go get an adapter here in a little bit, but I'll save that for after the stream. It's easy enough to get to. Let's just take a double look. Yeah. And I actually purposely grabbed this case because it's a beautiful case. If you like RGB, if you like being able to see your system, if you just want a really good system for like liquid cooling and stuff, like, it's got you covered. And welcome, welcome everyone. All right. Okay, so we got this. I'm going to set this down. We're going to start installing some of the fans. All right, so we got bottom bracket, top bracket. They're also the same, so just make sure you have it oriented the right way, and they can be used universally. Makes it nice, makes it easy, so if you ever need to swap fans around, and yeah, not to mention the system can do like some really good push-pull systems as well. Great option. All right, we got a couple fans already kind of out of their case. These are the Leanly reverse blades. So you can put them as intakes without seeing the back. Adds, just makes it look pretty. Makes it look a lot cleaner. They are definitely a bit of a premium, but if you're going for that really clean aesthetic, definitely worth it. Well, Andy, yeah, Andy. Honestly, like building a PC is not hard. I've been doing it since I was a kid. Um, and the biggest thing is just make sure you're not statically charged. It's easy just to make sure everything is like clean, like build on wood, like on a wood floor or concrete or something. Make sure you got something to discharge it. You can buy bracelets that will make sure you're not charged, and you can buy mats. But honestly, building a PC, I've been building it since I was a teenager. That's been a few years. They're not that hard. They're not that scary. Once you actually get into them, it's not that bad. What's your dream build, Andy? Want to just do like a basic system? Or did you want to do like some crazy AIO or like full water cooled? One of the things I can always recommend when building a PC, have some sort of knife or pocket knife or just something, because all of the stickers holding everything down is, yeah. No, that's fair. Honestly, there's tons of websites out there that will actually tell you like what you need. You can always go for like the minimum specs to save some money, but honestly, like you can usually get a pretty good PC to run most games for fairly cheap. 4080 is still pretty good. Like I got a friend who's still running a 1060. Like it's completely discontinued. They stopped support, so they only get to run it for so much longer. But and no newer games on top graphics, obviously, but a generation or two older, if it are still pretty good, especially if you can get them at a good price. Also, for everyone, just remember, if you use a drill, set the clutch really low. Otherwise, you'll over torque, you'll strip, you'll do horrible damage. Always set it low. If in doubt, use uh use a hand screwdriver and never go like never torque it down too hard. All right, so we got our bottom bracket fully kitted out with fans, a little bit off center. This will just go right on the bottom of the build, blow up from the bottom. Now we got our top mount. Uh, 1016 doesn't sound familiar. You mean like a 1060? Also, if anyone, side mounts already been pre-assembled, so there's that. So if anyone's wondering, that's why. And looks like I got a used one. Well, not a used one. Someone took it out of the box already, so, or no, yeah, they didn't give me the hardware for it. All right, let's see what we got. Well, folks, I do apologize. Looks like I do need to go get a couple screws. I'll be right back. I'll answer these few. Oh man, that's rough. That's rough, Andy. I'm sorry. But save up. You can get one pretty decent. Your thoughts on AMD build with a 3060 and a Ryzen 7 5600 water cooled? So we got plenty more. Like, if you want top end graphics, Country Boy, like, it's not gonna be the best for the top end graphics, but most video games are not gonna be made for that top end system. Only like the cutting edge ones are, like the AAA games. Honestly, that'll work quite well. I have a system that's like 4 generations old, and it still plays most games on high. And doing a water cooled, like if you do an AIO, they're definitely good. But with a Ryzen 7 5600, honestly, if you want to save a few bucks, go air cooled. The vast majority of people do not really need a water cooled system. Yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, it dissipates more heat, but you're not producing enough heat to overload a air cooler. So yeah, a 3060 and a Ryzen 7 5600 would be just fine for quite a while. Like I was saying earlier, I got a friend who's still using a Intel Sandy Bridge i7 2800, I think, or something like that. Like this thing is like almost 15 years old, and it's still playing games. Like it plays Cyberpunk. Yeah, it's on low, but it's still playing. Like you don't need, if you're not, like, you can get away with a lot on lower end systems, a lot more than you would think. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Just gotta go grab some hardware. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, RAM prices are rough. Honestly, one of the advantages of the pre-built systems, like with Zydex, we can usually get at MSRP or slightly above, so we do get to save quite a bit. And not always, but sometimes we can get, depending on the prices. So sometimes pre-builts are a lot cheaper than building it yourself. But it all depends on location, all that good stuff. You know the drill. All right, with water blocks, it is always a good idea to use every screw that you can in order to hold it up. But if for any reason it doesn't, like, the brackets don't line up wherever, like if you got a 360 and you skip 2 screws, that's a-okay. Oh shucks, I'm going a little bit slow. Let's see what we can do. So like here's a perfect example. This one you got put in just right, otherwise some of the holes for the screws don't line up. So if you can, always use all screws. If you can't, one like 2 or 4 is okay for larger rads, but try and get as much as you can for full support on everything. So just eliminates any possible failure. Yep. Had to go get tools a couple times, but it's all going good. Is what? Yeah, no, I just didn't realize like this didn't have a drill in here and didn't have some tools, so I had to go get them. Should probably prepped a little bit earlier so I knew what I was doing, but trying to interact with the, of course you gotta take off the cooler as well, and that depends on what your cooler is. But just gotta remove it, and then you just easy to clean out, especially with rads. All of them just pop out real easy, makes it nice and easy to do. And looks like one's not lined up. All right, sorry about that, guys. As for all those who just joined, my name's Winter. Speaking of the winter season, got give you all the promos all month long. We're doing $500 off any custom, or off of up to $500 off custom and ready to roll systems. We got run through all November. We got our Friday, Black Friday and Cyber Monday sale or streams. We're doing tons of giveaways. And then every purchase in November gives you extra entries into the free PC giveaway. So if you need something, like you can get yourself a PC, and then you can, get your partner, your child, whatever, or you can, have a second PC as a backup. But yeah, just go to Zydex.com/Black Friday for all the details. And then if you and then you'll be able to find all the questions there. And no, this thing weighs a ton. Oh man, it's just the massiveness of this water block, like, is just damn. Set that down somewhere where it's not going to get damaged. This is my thermal paste. Just going to do a nice line down the center. And we grab torque screwdriver. So with Threadrippers, give you this special screwdriver. Looks a little funny. It's actually a torque wrench. Hi, welcome, welcome. Nice. All right. And I'm doing pretty good. Just building a hell of a system. How's start chatting, our debate. RGB or no RGB? Hi, I am Nizom. So what's everyone's vote? Do you like RGB? Do you hate RGB? Are you indifferent? Yes. Big old RGB fan. All right, there's multiple chats. Sorry, I'm not trying to mean to forget you. Wow, 1050 Ti. Yeah, that's, man. Yeah. Currently, dual PC build, Corsair. Right? Yeah, if you're able to get, you know. And yeah, this is my first live build. Um, I'm still fairly new with the company. I've only been here, I think, like 4 or 5 months now. All right. Got that thing locked down. Now it's all the cable management. So many cables. So kind of weird. I like to get all these cables in and placed for the extensions before I plug in everything in the back. To me, it just feels like a lot easier to manage afterwards rather than just trying to deal with the power supply in the back and get everything back there, put in the power supply, then stuff everything in. Honestly, I don't know. They offered it me today. I took up the offer. I got some streaming experience from Tabletop War Games with a local creator called Sword and Fortress, who's no longer doing it, unfortunately. But if you like me, just let it be known in the chat, and I'll try and make an appearance. Otherwise, I think we'll have Robert back on a regular basis, but, you know. All right. What do you stream, Critical? Damn, 8 hours a day. That is a lot. I know we go live every Friday. And oh, fun. We go live every Friday, but we're also gonna be doing Black Friday and Cyber Monday lives. So that'll be a little bit extra. So, Critical, as a streamer, what's your favorite thing to build? What's your least favorite thing to build? No worries, guys. Sorry, I saw that and I didn't. Yeah, I didn't respond to it, so I do apologize, Wolf. Also, for all you guys, just I don't know if I said this, in the past 2 minutes, but my name's Winter. Feel free to ask any questions. Honestly, this is the worst part about building PCs. All of the plastic, all of the covers and everything. Yeah, water custom loops are a struggle. Like that is real. Uh Fans, like it's scary. Like I can sit there do fans like all day and night and sit there listen to books or listen to musics, and I'm just like I'll install 10 fans into a system and then be like, oh yeah, all right. Yeah, I know a lot of the custom loops that we do are pretty straight. I haven't gotten quite to that level yet, but who knows, maybe in the future. Here in our streaming PC rev up. Installation backwards on a rad. You mean on mine? So many everything. Yeah, I love PCs. I love PCs, but man. So these are actually Lean Lee fans. So they do look backwards, but they blow in different directions. So these ones on the rad are actually blowing upwards, while the ones on the bottom are blowing upwards as well, but they're reverse blade. But no, I've even not on like this is my first stream, but I have installed fans backwards. First time I did Lean Lee, it was I did half of them backwards because I didn't read reverse blade. And I'm like, oh, something's wrong. And that was like my last build of the day, and I was like rushing, and it was like, oh, now I love them because yeah, our laptops are pretty good. We do quite a few of them every day. Yeah, welcome. My name's Winter. Like the season, everyone makes the joke. Hey, at least my hair finally matches my name, right? Used to be as red as these cables are. Kind of miss my red hair. So with the blades, you can actually tell reverse like the fan orientation by how the blade is shaped. It's going to be more parallel with the like it's just how the fan's shape. Unfortunately, all of my fans are in. Actually, I think I got one more. I got one more I'll show you here in a second, but there's the blade shape determines which way the fan blows. That sounds horrible, but yeah. Yeah, warehouse jobs are you doing like shipping, PC building, construct like assembly or something? Sorry, just throwing everything away. Parts pulling. Yep, been there. I've done my fair share of random shite. Well, unfortunately, if you want to get a free PC, you can enter a competition. Just gotta go to Zydex.com/Black Friday. We'll have a whole bunch of deals. Oh, thank you guys. Wow, almost wrong one. Let me some cattle decapitation. But yeah, we're doing some bunch of giveaways, so just tune in. We got giveaways on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, so just stay tuned. You'll go to the website, and we'll be able to get all the details and possibly win you a PC. Man, that's stiff. Not the best lighting. Oh well. All our advertisements going, confusing me up. So we provide, if you get a Zydex PC, we have lots of different color options. I've seen pink, blue, white, black, red, seen quite a few different colors. Red's a really common one. This red's kind of making me miss my red hair. But we got a lot of options. Otherwise, you can go to, there's a lot of different companies out there that sell custom cables and stuff, and you can get them in different sizes and everything. Hey, Blackstone, like, honestly, like, I got a friend running on a Sandy Bridge i7 and a 1080 and a 1060. And he's like being able to play Cyberpunk on low, but he can still do it. It's crazy. Like you can actually push a lot out of the systems. Awesome. Just remember we are doing tons of sales this month, upwards of $500 off, and we're also doing giveaways. So seriously, just keep an eye out. Go to our website. Go to Zydex.com/Black Friday for all of our giveaway details and all of our promotions and everything going on this month. We got some really good deals to get you a pre-built PC. Takes all the hassle out of building it yourself, especially if you're unsure. And we also test it, burn it in, make sure it works before we send it out to you so you know you're getting a good product. Oh, there's my fan under, all the million things. So, on this fan, you can kind of see how it like curves in and then it's like more flat on the top and then a little bit more perpendicular to the back. That is the orientation. So it's going to blow to where it's more steep. So this is like a regular fan, a reverse blade. It will actually look the reverse and it allows you to have the orientation and stuff that you like these fans have. I actually installed this one down, or this set down here backwards. So I got to fix that here in a minute. you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do that real fast. Oh yeah, it's huge, and like this desk is pretty high, goes to my waist, and I'm 6'1", so this gives you an idea. Like this is big, but you get a lot of advantages with the big case. You get one, you get tons of space for larger builds. You get a lot of different options. Plus, it's got glass panels, so if you like the RGB and stuff, great option for that. And it's lean, so you got tons of adjustability and everything. And then we also get lights on the front, and they can sync up and everything. It just looks really cool. So if you're an RGB fan, like this is a great case for you. And $3,000 budget, yeah. Like I said, man, go to our website, look up our specials, look up our deals. You can get a hell of a PC for $3 grand. Like a lot of our ready to ship systems are what 15 to 2,000, and you can get if you got 3,000, you can get some pretty good hardware. And with it's with RAM M.2, just everything is going up in price. So like honestly, dude, check out our specials, check out our live stream, our coming live streams, and you'll be able to get that get a good PC for the price. Yeah, that's not a bad system at all. I'm running a Ryzen 9 30 something. It's old as hell, but it's still kicking. All right. Oh, this is and all of these fans glow, light up, and everything, so you get all that pretty RGB. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, we're doing good. Looks like you got a couple people looking to get some PCs this month, so. Oh. Am I going to use Matt X? So watch that case. Yeah, this is like when this is fully built up. Like I huff and puff. Like honestly, when I take this out, like I'm gonna be like, hey, I need help. I'm a tad older, got some back damage. Remember, always use proper form when lifting heavy stuff. All right. We got all our fans installed. We got our cables installed. Gonna feed these all through. I'm going to do the process for all of our fans and everything, and then very last I am going to do our cable management for our power supply, just because that is going to hog up a lot of space with this. So for all those people who just showed up, welcome. My name is Winter. I'm fairly new. Oh man, yeah. I think I might be able to push a couple frames on the Oregon Trail for sure. Oh man, this is a hell of a PC. Whew. For those who didn't know, we are running a Threadripper. We are running 128 gigabytes of RAM, GeForce RTX 5080. Like, this is no slouch. Not to mention, we got water cooled, but Threadripper needs water cooled. It's just too much heat to dissipate otherwise. And then we got custom lean leaf fans, once I get this thing booted up, like you'll see like they are a little bit expensive, but they are worth the price. If you like the RGB, if you like that fancy look, it is awesome. Alright, we got our water pump installed. Got the cable in. Before I forget, and then grab some screws and we'll install our last fan. Yeah, definitely a beast. Alright, show you fun, easy stuff. Like I was saying a little bit earlier, for those who missed, all of these fans will have one of two directions. They're normal or reverse. That way you can have the clean side always going towards the system. Then you have a male end and a female end. So these all link together. So like makes it easier on the wiring, and it can sync up all the lights and everything, and it's actually really cool. One of these days we might have to show you the software and all the gorgeous pretty RGB. I actually got a friend with this, and she's got a teal with what is it? Teal. Her lights are teal, and it's got a white light or white strip that just circles her case. They're all synchronized. It's actually quite gorgeous. She's got, so it's nice and it's subtle, but it's noticeable, and it's nothing too bright, so it doesn't take away from when she's gaming. But at the same time, ooh, yep, that didn't want to go down. All right. Wow, dropping everything. Yay, pots. Also, shout out to anyone. Any disabilities, just know. Don't let it get you down. All right. Okay, so we got all of our fans in. Get them fed through. Get this guy up. I almost think it's too much for this lazy Susan. What do y'all think? Now I'm just going to show you this so far. So this is just the back so far. Like we got this nice little area for all the cable management. This is going to go right there to kind of cover up all the cables and stuff, make it a little bit cleaner. Plus it's got a solid back panel with airflow for your hard drives, for your power supply, as well as all your intake fans. That way it stays nice and cool. And then it keeps all of your cables out of the airflow's way, so it makes it, you know, extra nice there as well. Oh, almost forgot the RGB. And looks like our RGB is actually controllers up here. Oh man. Tight fit. A little bit cramped. You got this. Honestly, it's all pretty much. We got hook up the fans. Got hook up this cable for the RGB, and then the power supply. Honestly, as long as I don't got too much, about a half hour or so. Absolutely. where do you end it on Insta? Just okay, got it. All right, sounds good. Here we go. All right, sorry about that. First time streaming with Zydex. And this is the Lean Lee Triton or Triton Black. So yeah, you definitely got a lot of space. Yeah. Yeah. This build, like the Lazy Susan, is a lifesaver. Like I swear this thing's already like 50, 60 pounds. Now currently I am getting our fan controller ready. I'll show you this on stream so you guys can see. We got this nice little controller right here. It's got 4 slots, so you can hook up 4 fans. It also got a splitter, so you can, like if you got a push-pull system, you can have those set up on the same zone. And they're all numbered, so you can set it up as like zone like 1, 2, 3, 4, however you want to do it. And then it can sync up lights and stuff. So if you got anything like custom, like you can have like a solid color, or you can have a rainbow and it all flows together. There's tons of options there. So you got lots of opportunities. And then you got the USB controller and the RGB controller, or the fan header, sorry. And then these just plug into here, and then it's got a little magnetic, or it's got a sticky magnetic strip that goes to it. So if you want to stick it straight to the case, you can. Otherwise, you can just kind of have it free flowing, or you can have it at the bottom. Like you can put it anywhere, and it's going to be pretty good. The only complaint is the fan header and the RGB header in here are so small. Like I'm not a small bloke, and this is a little bit on the difficult side to get it in. Honestly, I grab a that works, and then just hook up all the fans, and this controls all the fans, all the RGB, makes it look beautiful. Oh, looks like I forgot our USB-C. Get that here, and I'll get all these fans installed. Oh, those RGB headers are so small. And give me one sec. Send this over real fast. Make sure. Get my light out so I can actually see. A little dark back here. We got. There we go. Right there. RGB right there. Okay. It's a little on the darker side. So I'm going to install this fan controller. It's got 2 SATA power. It's got a fan header. It's got a RGB controller, as well as a USB. So you got to plug all those in. And with these, always plug in your fan header with the CPU is what we recommend. That way the CPU, which is going to be your hottest component, usually is going to control how fast the fans are, and then it's just going to increase the speed of everything. So it helps keep your system cool. Where if you plug it into a chassis fan, it won't rev up because the chassis itself isn't getting that hot compared to the rest of it. So always just do keep that in mind if you use a fan controller on any of your builds. Always plug it in to your CPU. Also, not gonna lie, one of my favorite things is the fan head or the RGB headers can be tricky. So don't put like too much force. Don't overexert. Always just be careful when plugging in your RGB because it can be a little bit stiff. So just keep that in mind. Or you can always, buy a PC from Zydex where we do all that for you. We burn it in, make sure everything is good. We don't send out a defective PC. Do our best to make sure everything is working. We do a bunch of tests, and just like that. Yeah, like I said, sometimes these RGB headers can be a pain. All right, looks like we're gonna go for the other one instead. That one is having trouble going in. Big person, small parts. Doesn't mix well. Thank you all for the follows. Been forgetting to mention. I would always reach out to our customer service, talk to them, see what you can do. If anything, we can possibly do some repairs or something, but you gotta contact customer support and they'll be able to help you a little bit more on that. And unfortunately, sometimes parts just go bad. Unfortunately, that is the silicone lottery. That is the lottery of PCs, unfortunately. Now, for easy cable management, if you don't want to use 8 billion zip ties, it actually has Velcro strips mounted for all your cabling. And it's got a lot of cabling back here that we did not plug in because it's for hot swap bays and stuff. And most people don't need it. So we don't add it because it can, if they do need it, they'll let us know and stuff, and then we'll hook everything up. But generally, they'll buy it, and the hot swap bays are kind of convenient, but if you need a hot swap bay, great case. Has the opportunity for that, but honestly, it's only for like the hard drives or SSDs. So if you're using an older school drive, then definitely worth it. But honestly, we rarely fill them. All right. Now we got that somewhat cable managed in the back. The lighting in here is kind of dark, so I do apologize. We're going to start the power. So this is a fully modular power supply, which means we only have to plug in what we need. And for anyone out there wanting to build their own PC, these sleevings in general will not fit your power supply. If you have a fully modular one, you will need to install the cable for it. So I have to get the power, the CPU, all of that installed into the power supply, plug into the cabling. So do sleeving, like, yeah, it's going to be a lot. However, the one exception is the high voltage video power supply. Generally fits everything, so that is like the one I don't need, because that can plug directly in. Also, for all those just joining, if you haven't heard, my name is Winter, and with that, we are doing tons of specials this winter season. We do have a sale going on all November of upwards of $500 off of ready to ship and custom build PCs. And then we also have prizes given. We have tons of giveaways, so stay on our live streams for that, and check out our webs.com/Black Friday for all the details on the giveaways. And then we are doing a stream on Black Friday and Cyber Monday. I don't know who's going to be on stream, but always just stay tuned, and they'll be able to give you some more detail there. Did I get that right? Yeah, I'm just in the wrong one. All right. Also, with most modular power supplies, PC or CPU and PCIe power supplies are different. Like, the plug-in looks really, really similar, but there's just a slight difference. So always making sure you grab the right one and plugging it into the right port. Actually, I can get away with that. All right, and how is everyone's day? Mine so far is doing pretty good. I've got, what, 8 laptops, 3 PCs. I've had to do a couple of repairs, and then I'm doing this, which is taking me a little bit longer than normal, but I'm sitting here trying to show y'all because I grabbed this specifically because not only is she huge, like, for a PC, she's also got a lot of stuff you generally don't see. So it allows you to, you know, get a glimpse at some of the higher end stuff. Hi, my name is Winter. And we got a lot of options like sleeving and stuff. We can always add to your order, make it look cool, help personalize it, make it look, you know, truly personalizing it to your taste. Tony, yeah, this thing is massive. Like, I am, this PC, no, we are not giving this away. This is actually a custom order. It's a Threadripper, with a, oh geez, I've said it like 8 billion times. It's a 5080 Threadripper, 128 gigabytes of RAM, 8 terabits of NVMe M.2 storage. Like, it is a beast. And we got a lot of custom stuff in here, like Lean Leaf fans, which, not gonna lie, Lean Leaf, when you're first starting out, Lean Leaf fans are a pain, but they're definitely worth it. And then just gotta take a minute and analyze it and see exactly because they do got special, like once you learn how to use them, they're amazing. I love doing builds with Leanly, uh because their stuff just is designed really to be, user friendly once you learn how to do it. I don't know, does that make sense? And so speaking of loot, just go to our website, zydex.com/Black Friday. That'll give you all the info on the giveaways. And then join us for our stream on Black Friday and Cyber Monday for more details and more giveaways. And we'll do that then. And then, as always, if you got any questions, you can always reach out to us. And all right, gotta pay attention to this because holy crap. I am going to have to cable manage this beast, and I'm going to turn this around before I do. Kind of show you. Like, this guy has a few cables for sure. All right. Welcome, everyone. All right. So, plugging in the last of the power. Now, I'm going to show you this guy. Like, I'm going to show you this to y'all. It's a mess, and I'm going to sit there and just have to wire, like, close everything up. And I'll kind of do that. But this is what you're going to deal with if you get custom sleeving. So if you want it and you're not sure that you can do all the cable management, always reach out to us. We can be more than happy to get you build you a PC with all the sleeving, with the colors and everything. We got tons of options. Always a great choice there. And we do this quite a bit, so we know quite a bit. I do sleeving all the time, so trust me. Like, once you kind of learn it, once you kind of learn the cases, it gets a lot easier, but it does take a minute before it gets easy for everything. Like, even right now, I got, like, it makes sense, but I got, like, unplug stuff, move it around, and all that. And let me grab phone. All right, we are just about done. I forgot to bring zip ties, so I just shot a message to my coworker to grab me some zip ties. I'll kind of show you guys what I'm doing. I'm gonna bring this guy up here, kind of take up some space. Then I'll have the main power down here, take up some space, and then I'll kind of wedge everything in. Yeah, it's gonna be cramped, but this is where everything is, like, all the airflow is gonna be here and here for all of our key components, and then all the wiring is gonna be right in the center, not blocking any of the airflow and stuff. So it does look a little messy, but we're gonna clean it up and make it look pretty good. All right, just gotta do a little cleanup real fast. All right. I just messaged the coworker who's not here. Okay. I will be right back. Just gotta go grab a couple supplies. And so stay tuned. Should just be a couple minutes. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. I'm just gonna zip tie a couple of these, kind of show you a little bit, and then I'm gonna head on out. And I'll do the rest of the cleanup and the fiddly bits. But just kind of giving you an idea of what's gonna look like if you do decide to get a monster rig like this, which is a great time to do. We got tons of sales going on, as many of you have heard. And always be on the lookout. Just know we got like Black Friday sales going on all month long. So, and if you are looking to get into a gaming PC, great time to do it.